Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 15th to the 31st, 2023 reading for you. Now, before we dive into this reading, I would like to announce that I'm open to private readings. So if you're interested in a private reading, a, a personalized private meditation, or an animal healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It will also be linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, I just ask also that you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me get back on the YouTube algorithms, out of the YouTube algorithm purgatory that I have been in since having to take off to take care of sick family members. So thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's first see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have the Five of Cups. Okay, we're having a very hard time kind of changing our minds, changing our lives, getting out of a negative way of looking at things, or negativity can tend to just pull us in and be like, well, you have to focus here, you have to be looking at this, this is what's super important. And spirit is saying, no, focus with me, turn around, see the Two of Cups that still stand, the healing, beautiful love that is a part of you and that is powerfully guiding you. So here, this is just be mindful of getting stuck, of negativity, sticking more than we would like it to. And negativity, that's just being human, has a tendency to stick. We remember the negative more than we remember the positive. Yes, that was for survival as we evolved, but it can be rather overwhelming now in our modern world. So let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And here we have serenity. It's embracing our peace, our desire, what is beautiful within our lives, and making sure, Aries, that we take time for serenity, because that's going to be one of the most powerful things for us. It's actually going to help us combat all the stress that we are going through, all the chaos that, just comes with living. Serenity, saying, I need time for peace. I need time to center within me. I need time to heal, is just a very powerful thing. We can think it's selfish or it's weak. As Aries, we tend to think, oh, that's weak, type of deal. We're ruled by the god of war. So it's very much, just keep on soldiering on, just keep on pushing forward. That can be very, gallant, very honorable in certain circumstances, but it can also be astoundingly draining for us ourselves. So just remember that. Remember to take care of you. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Okay, very interesting here. So we start off with the King of Wands reversed. The King of Wands reversed, that's us. We're represented by the wands in the minor arcana. So this represents fire sign energy. We can be having a hard time transforming, stepping into our power. Our tempers can tend to get the best of us because that can just be our kind of defense mechanism. Nope, I'm going to build this wall. I'm going to, protect myself. I do see there's just a sense, yeah, that's the energy of the Eight of Wands, things moving very, very quickly. We can tend to talk very fast, think very fast, get very frustrated when people aren't moving at the same speed that we are. But there's also a sense here of feeling a little bit stagnant, like things aren't transforming because we have the salamander right here. Salamanders in alchemy are representative of change and transformation. So what we're going to see here is that there's a transformation of ourselves that we're kind of resistant to, or we feel overwhelmed by, or it's like, what does this next step actually bring? Even if it's a change that we want, we can feel very overpowered by it, and looking at everything that can go wrong, everything that can weigh us down, and not seeing, the beautiful healing or the freedom or the connection with what we really desire coming forward. Yeah. So just beware, we're very passionate during this time, but our passions can be just a little bit too intense. So calming things down, embracing serenity, calming ourselves, stabilizing ourselves is going to be super important. Now, the Eight of Wands is everything's happening really, really quickly. The last half of August, it's just like one thing after another, after another, after another. And it can feel astoundingly overwhelming to us. We need to take time to digest. We need to take time to take things in. But do know that a lot of lies, a lot of deceits, a lot of negativity is coming to the surface. But with the Eight of Wands, everything moves, there we go, moves rather quickly. And we just need to be aware of that, to honor that energy, to say, okay, this is a time where there are a lot of sparks, right? We don't want them to cause huge fires, but there are a lot of sparks, a lot of inspiration. We need to also stand back, take in what we have learned, or take in, things that are happening, and not just be like, well, I just have to, run as fast and keep up with all this change. No, we need to step back and take it in. If you take one thing away from this reading right now, it's take it in, absorb it, kind of like a sponge, take it in, and then squeeze out what you don't need. Let go of what you don't need, and then what you need will be highly, highly beneficial to you, highly positive. With the Seven of Wands reversed, there's a lie that's just being released. It's a sense of I see this almost as a darkness, and I do actually see this as a darkness. Like things are moving really quickly, and there's just a purging. There are lies that are internal lies, things that we have told ourselves, things that we had tended to believe, like it has to be this way or it has to be that way. And now we're starting to see ourselves becoming more free, becoming more validated within ourselves, within what we love, within what we want, within what's important to us. But the Seven of Swords is like, okay, the lies, they're being purged. People who we could have thought we could trust, or people who we told things to because they were people we could trust at one point, at one time, turned out, you know what? No, that wasn't a person I could rely on. We could be regretting what we told them. It's a lesson. It's like, okay, trust everyone, brand your cattle. Be very mindful of who you convey things to. That's going to be a very important thing. Also, Aries, during this time, be very mindful who you convey things to, because a lot of lies coming out, a lot of misconceptions, a lot of, preconceived notions are coming out. And it's like, nope, I stand for me. I stand in the way that I need to move forward for me. And that's going to be really important. With the Chariot, now this is Cancer energy. Time frame is June 21st to July 22nd. So something from that time frame can be coming up during this time, but it can also feel like our life was just a little bit in free fall from that time frame to now. And we're going to see that we're taking back the reins, we're reining things in, we're looking at what we want, we're not letting things, get carried away with themselves. We're looking at what we bring to the light of day, but also what we hold sacred within ourselves to be able to guide us forward, to be able to say, okay, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is where I'm headed for me, this is what's important, and I'm reining that in. Now, there can be a lie around Cancer. Cancer is also very loving, very emotional, can be a lie around somebody that we had loved or that we had thought we could trust, again, coming forward, because the Five of Wands is just pettiness, can be very much, coming into our realm of the way that we see things. It's like, oh, wow, that wasn't helpful. That was petty. Or that wasn't, constructive criticism. That was pettiness. So just be aware of this as we rein things in, as we're looking at the bigger picture of what we want, of how we're moving forward, of where we need to be for us. But this is very much going to be the time where we see ourselves becoming more focused, but also really utilizing that energy. Remember, the Chariot back in ancient times, in charioteers, they were like race car drivers. They handled the most complicated, complex, machinery of their time. And it was highly dangerous. So as we're moving forward and as we're gaining speed, be mindful not to move so fast that the chariot tips over. Be mindful not to get so caught up with, okay, one success, that we burn ourselves out. That is also going to be very important. With the Five of Wands, again, this is pettiness. I mean, it's just pettiness. It's fighting that starts off, or it can even start off as a debate. It can start off as a sharing of knowledge and intrigue. Oh, tell me what you think about this. Okay, I think very differently about this. And then it can turn into a fight. It's kind of like when kids start playing and it's fun, it's happy, you hear them laughing, and then the next minute they're screaming, they're yelling at each other, and it's gotten nasty. That's what this card really does represent. So just being very mindful here as we're moving forward, as we're going after what we want, not to be pulled into other people's gossip, other people's pettiness, other people's, manipulation of things. That is going to be a very important thing. The repeat of the number 5, and we have the number 5 3 times here. So that's divine, warning to us, but not warning. It's a divine message to us. 5 is a freedom number. We have the repeat of the number 7. 7 is a number of truth. When you have the life path of 7, you will find that your lies always get called out. And it's kind of like, okay, so the lesson is don't lie, type of thing. So here, and also dive deeper into the esoteric knowledge of things. That's going to be very, very important also with the repeat of the number 7. You can find that you're very esoterically, driven during this time. You want to know the whys and the how comes. You're very connected to spirit. Part of us cannot be listening, so just be aware of that. The other part of us is totally, invested in this. But with the 5 of Swords coming forward, we're in a battle and we win. But it's a hard battle, and we've been in this battle before. So we can feel rather, spirit is saying unsafe, but I don't mean unsafe in a physical way, though maybe for some it can be. What spirit is really showing me is that we're kind of like shaking at our knees. We don't know that we have the power, the authority, the determination, the focus that we actually have, that we're actually super prepared for this, kind of, I want to say darkness coming again in our lives, or this doubt, this fear, this anger. This could be personal darkness, when we're just not seeing things clearly within ourselves, self-doubt, self-deprecation, being overly critical. That could be part of it. But there's also dealing with somebody like from your past that just comes forward, and it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in 18 million years. And it's not surprise, yay, you've knocked on my door again. It's surprise, oh my gosh, how exactly do I handle this? You handle it well. Stay in your energy. Stay focused in yourself. It can knock you for a loop. Most definitely, the person wants to knock you for a loop. They want to get you off guard, off your game, and then swoop in and take what they want. So just be very aware of that during this time. And you can actually find that too. For some, we're going to find that this is a person from a past life. So you meet this person and you think, oh my gosh, I have such a connection. I feel like I know them. I knew them before. And it's like, yeah, okay, you did know them before, but not in a good way. Not in a way that as you spend more time with them, your soul sings for. It's like, oh, your soul is like, oh my gosh, now, how do I not get close to this person? Like, how do I build up those boundaries that we need? And especially kind of psychically, spiritually. So just be aware of this, because this can be somebody, and okay, so because this is a general reading, I'm seeing here somebody who is like in an office, or, just a casual acquaintance having this type of effect on you. But I also see somebody here who, it's kind of like with your best friend. It doesn't have to be a best friend. I'm just using this as an example, where you're really close with this person. And now they're using everything you told them, like everything that you confided in them. You thought, oh, okay, we'll build a world together, or we'll move forward in such power and prosperity. Like we'll just achieve and succeed and be this powerful, duo type of thing. And they wind up betraying you. They wind up divulging your secrets. They wind up, really being out for them and not having your back the way that you had thought they would. So just be really aware during this time. It's like, be aware that you have to have your own best interest at heart and really focus on you. Now, our subconscious energy to be mindful of, Aries. Now, this is sword energy. Okay, so sword energy is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is a person. They don't have to be an air sign energy, or you might know that they have like powerful air sign energy in their chart. You might not know that. This is going to be a person who manipulates words. They can talk fast, they think fast, but this person here isn't the wordsmith, the storyteller. This person here is the gossip and the manipulator. This person will twist things and connive and steal and hurt. And they do so for character destruction, right? This person fights like a quote unquote female fights, right? So here it's like, I'm going to destroy you, but I'm going to destroy your confidence in yourself. I'm going to destroy your sense of pride within you. It's not I'm going to attack you. It's I'm going to, do character assassination. So just be very aware of this during this time. You don't need to deal with this. I see this as more of an outside energy that's trying to plant seeds within you that, if they succeed in planting these seeds, it can take a very long time to release them and to be like, you know what? No, I'm not growing poison plants in my garden. I'm just not doing it. So just be aware of that. And this can also be a time where personally, as we seek out serenity, as we calm and center ourselves, we say, I'm not growing these poison seeds in my garden or these poison plants anymore. And we can be uprooting them, which can make us feel at times rather uprooted. Our subconscious spirit message is wisdom reversed. We can not be feeling very wise right now. And that's okay. It's okay to think, wow, some of the decisions I made weren't the wisest, or some of the things I had to deal with weren't what I wanted to, and now I'm questioning my wisdom. Wisdom isn't something that just comes to us. There's a reason why sages are usually depicted as older people, old men, old women, because as your hair grays, right? As the wrinkles come, and as we think in our modern world, oh my gosh, life is over, right? I'm not young and beautiful anymore. That's when we've lived enough to start to become wise. So here, it's knowing through the mistakes, it's knowing through the heartbreaks, it's knowing through the pain that the wisdom comes. And honor that wisdom. Honor that wisdom. Even if you're not feeling very wise right now, honor the mistakes, honor the stumbling, honor the heartbreak, the pain, and the hurt, because it will lead to wisdom. And it might not be what you ever wanted, especially if it's something horrific. I'm not saying, honor that, but honor you. Honor you for being strong and powerful and determined and stepping forward. Okay? That's going to be really important. Our subconscious, yeah. Tarot message is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. We're not living in the present. We're living in the future, or we're living in the past. It's going to be very easy to do one or the other. That's also with the Five of Cups. It's very easy to live in the past. It's very easy to live in the future. But honoring right here, right now can be difficult for us. Making sure that we are present, embracing our wins, our prosperity, our successes, saying, I have achieved, I have succeeded, I am, powerful, is going to be a very important thing for us, Aries, because we are very, very powerful people. You always want an Aries on your side, a positive Aries and higher energy vibration, not, troubled Aries is what I'm saying. Because I know people are going to say, oh, I know Aries who are destructive and this and that. Yeah. Well, we all have our dark sides. We all have the flip side to the positivity is, something chaotic. But a positive Aries, an Aries who knows themselves and honors themselves and loves themselves, is a person you always want on your side, because my gosh, do they strongly and confidently cheer you on, but also just tend to have things figured out. It's like, it's fantastic. It's like, okay, cool. You do this and I'm going to just follow you type of thing. So here, be in the present, because your present has a lot of prosperity in it. Even if we're thinking, oh no, it doesn't. It does. It does. All right. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. God bless. I love you all. Bye.